Time I think I'm over you, you come back and do everything you're supposed to do, and I like that. I'm sorry sometimes if I made you mad on purpose. I just wanna know if we can work this out. I'm worth it, baby, you're special to me. There is no other like you. Gonna ride with you eternity. Baby, take me, I'm yours. Treat you like my private island. I sit down, we talk, I'm wrong, you're right. I just want you to hold me through the night, and we can work it right.
Too sweet. Mr. Black. Yeah. Are you ready, guy?
Welcome back to the show, everyone. It's your man, Mr. Stout, holding it down right here on Renegade Radio, also on Spreaker.com. Scheme Beats Radio Music Review. We got our artist doing their thing, big things out there. I'm going to introduce you guys to her, man. Coming out of California, great music, brand new songs out there as well, doing her thing. Go by the name of Too Sweet. Welcome to the show, sis.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Welcome for checking us out. And we want to get to some of the things you've been doing, because you got like a lot of things you've been doing. But let some of our listeners know about some of the things you've been up to, and, you know, where'd you get your start?
OMG. Well, I just got back from Uganda, Africa. Having a sold-out show of 10,000 people. I wrote, I was a part of a movie soundtrack, the movie Snow Black. My song Murder Murder is one of the leading songs in the movie, which I'm super happy about.
Right, Snow Black.
I actually do have a virtue concert coming up, an online concert.
Okay.
I will need everyone to follow my Instagram to actually know when it's going to happen, because I won't give the date yet. You have to follow me first.
Right, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a good deal right there. There should be nothing wrong with that. I mean, you've done a lot of things out there. I mean, coming out of Uganda, doing things in Uganda, like, how was that experience right there?
You know what? That experience was life-changing, because on that side of the world, it's a whole different lifestyle that you're not used to. And it was a very big adjustment for me in a good way. And just going out on stage and just seeing the reaction of the people, like, the reaction is just totally different from Americans. And they embrace the music, they embrace you, and they appreciate the music. So it was awesome. Yeah,
I mean, like the music, people seem to think that different countries we don't share the same music, because a lot of music that we do have over here in the States, we don't hear it on the popular stations, but they're familiar with our music very well, and how being received like that, to be able to perform in front of that many people. I'm pretty sure you've done it countless other times, but, you know, how was it to be on the stage and just like you're in another country and you're doing your performances?
You know what? When I walked out on stage, on one of the videos that people would see, I walked out on stage and I paused for a minute and I just looked at the crowd before I said anything. And I was like, oh my gosh, you can't even see the back. But that experience words can't explain that. You know, it can't explain that. And the thing is, Uganda, it's a music country. Like, when I tell you, they are the Las Vegas of Africa. From music, entertainment, dancing, just everything.
Man, I know that was a great experience right there. I can only imagine like how that was. Now, did you do, like a lot of artists, I see them doing like those selfies with the crowd. Did you do one of those?
You know what? I was not able to. It was one of those adrenaline rush things. I was
Yeah.
just like, let's do this. When you get before you go on stage, you have so much you plan to do, and once you get up there, it's like a total different ball game.
Right. I get it. You also open up and perform with some of the top artists out there. Let our listeners know some of the people that you work with or open up for some of your shows.
Okay, let's go down the list.
Yeah.
I have opened up for Sugar Free.
All right.
I've opened up for Nocturnal. I've opened up for Spice One. I've opened up for what's his name? Oh God. Scarface.
Yeah.
I've opened up for, the list goes on. It goes
Right.
on and on and on and on. But I am grateful that I've even opened up for them because I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are legends. And little old me could open up for you.
Right. I mean, it's amazing, to be in that presence of people who, like I said, they're legends of the game. I've worked with Nocturnal on a few interviews we've done, and he's a great guy. And I actually did talk to Scarface, throughout the things that we've done throughout the years, and there's some really great people, and Sugar Free, like they do. They're just, really good artists, and their music is timeless right there. And that's a great thing going on. Now you have these songs out here that you also have that you're doing with Murder, which is definitely dope and worth it. Like, tell us a little bit more about these tracks here.
Well, Murder actually came from an experience. I did not murder anyone, but there was, a situation that happened with an ex. I was super upset, and as soon as I got off the phone, I went and wrote the song Murder.
Wow. So that was like fresh off the press. It was like really
fresh.
like right off there. Yeah, very fresh thoughts and everything. Like
I was on tilt.
Yeah. When I heard the song, I was like, man, this is pretty deep, and the way that the music, like, have the reggae sound to it, which is definitely dope. Part of my culture that I grew up with. And when you wrote the song, like when you're writing a song like this, like you said, you did it like right away off of a breakup. Do you put your like everything into it for your ideas for the song, or like how did it turn out the way that you was like, this is the one, like, or did you have to do it like revamp it or come back to it?
Actually, no. I wrote the words. Actually, Nocturnal was with me when I was doing the whole situation, and I was like, bro, hold on, let me just go in the room. So I went in the room, closed the door, wrote the words down, and I didn't even plan for it to be a song. I was just venting.
Yeah.
And we were in the studio, and I just started singing the song. And he was like, that would be a good song for the soundtrack. And I was like, you sure? Because this is very dark.
Right.
But, that song, I didn't plan for it to happen like that, but it did, and I'm happy it did.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great song. We were playing over here in the studio. It was like, man, this is a joint right here. Who did you work with on the production? You're welcome. Who did you work with on the production on this song with the music?
There's a producer out of he's in Germany or Ireland, one of the places, and I found him online, and I was like, I have to have this beat. And so, we talked, and that's how it came about.
Right. So now this song it's on the soundtrack for Snow Black now. Like, how was that? Because I really wanted to see. I didn't know if the movie was released yet or anything like that, but I know it was coming, through like sometime this week, where we had a premiere. It was going to be in Pennsylvania, in the Poconos. Was you be a part of that? You was going to be a part of that, or what was going on with?
I was coming. So sad for, the
Yeah.
pandemic that happened, but I
Right.
was going to show up.
Okay.
Actually, how that song came, Nocturnal asked could I be a part of the soundtrack, and
Mm.
I did not know what direction I wanted to go in. He just said, "Be you," and I'm like,
Right.
okay. And so when Murder came on, and then the director heard it and Nocturnal heard it, they were like, "This is a song," because I was actually going in a whole nother direction.
Okay.
And that's how they loved Murder. They said this is perfect.
Wow. That's awesome. Yes, we got Too Sweet right here with us right here on the Scheme Beats Radio Music Review on RenegadeRadio.com, also on Spreaker.com/SkeemBeatsRadio. The song you got here is Murder. Murder is definitely dope. You also got the track Too Sweet, but I also wanted to ask you a question. Are you in the film for Snow Black, or just the music?
I am not. I'm
Okay.
not. I wish I could have been, but my presence is there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
My music is there.
Right. Have you wrote for other artists or other?
I have independent artists.
Mhm.
I wrote a gospel song for a male artist. Can't say too much, but wrote one for him, and mostly assist artists with the direction that they go when it comes to writing and how to project their words on paper, like to get it out of their mind and put it on paper. So that's pretty much what I mostly do.
Nice. So now, are you on tour? I know you also was on a 2015 tour, but are you on tour right now? Well, I know we go.
I am not.
Okay.
I am not, but that is in the works in the future.
Okay.
We're working on some things, definitely in Africa. We'll definitely be going back there.
That's awesome right there. I'll definitely like to know about that. I have some friends up there in Kenya and Ghana. That we definitely like to set you guys up with some people you could probably talk to as well. That we do some things with, in Nigeria as well. Lake Lagos. Big up to Lake Lagos. All my friends out there. So now also you done did some things with Sherry Gordy when she did the Take the Stage. Now, how was that experience?
That was I always say I was thrown into the lion's den because most artists, they gradually work their way up.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thrown on stage. And
wow.
First time singing in front of anybody, they had the band, and I was like, oh, man. So I put my glasses on so I couldn't see anybody. I'll sing with my eyes closed. And I did a cover song by Rihanna. And I did not know the Gordys were in the crowd. I did not know the Jacksons were in the crowd. I didn't know any of that until after the stage.
That's big.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a good thing. That's part of the good thing right there. Knowing that they were in there, the nervousness of that alone could kind of make you trip a little bit, right?
Exactly. And then you keep in mind it was my first time singing in front of a crowd.
Wow. So you have you ever done like tryouts for like American Idol or The Voice, anything like that?
When I first thought about singing, I attempted to try out for The Voice.
Yeah.
But I did not make it, and I know why. Learning like how you prepare to sing and preparation for competitions, I did none of that. I just went in and was like, I can sing,
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work like that. But I'm glad I did it. But I'd rather take the old school way,
Yeah.
Put in work.
Put in that hard work. Right. Put in that hard work, all day. I get that. And you also got this song called Too Sweet as well, called Worth It, featuring Black.